Hello, welcome to this video lecture. In this video lecture, we have to discussing about the next part of the body fluids and circulation. Right. In this video lecture, we are discussing about the clotting of blood or coagulation of blood. Clotting of blood or coagulation of blood. So this is the part 3 video. Part 3 video. So this lecture, it plays a major role in the NEET examination because more than 2 to 3 times questions will appear in the NEET examination from this today's video lecture. Right. So we are discussing about the clotting of blood or coagulation of blood. When a injury, when an injuries occurs on the blood vessels, when an injuries occurs on the blood vessels, what happened? The blood vessels get the damaging. Blood vessels get damaged. So due to the injury, blood vessels are damaged. So due to the damaging of blood vessels, the blood is leaking. So due to the damaging, blood is leaking. You can see here. So this is the blood vessel. This is the blood vessels. So due to the any kind of injury, the blood vessels are rupturing or damaging. So due to that reason, the blood from the blood vessel, it is a leaks out. It is a leaks out. Means the blood vessels comes from the blood vessel into the tissues. So this is the tissue. This is the tissue. This is the tissue. Okay. Whenever the blood vessel is damaging, the blood comes from the blood vessels to the tissues through the help of leakage. So that tissue is responding and producing the chemicals. Such chemicals helps in the coagulation of blood or clotting of blood. So this is the very important. Okay, whenever these blood enters into the tissue and that blood is interfere with the functions of tissues. So blood is leakage. The blood is leakage. So that leakaging blood, it disturbing the surrounding tissues. Means the blood is entering into the tissue and it is disturbing the functions of the tissues. So during that time, what happened, beta? During that time, tissues are damaging. Right. Blood can be lost from the body. Death can occur if large amount of blood is lost. Death can occur if large amount of blood it is removing out. So generally we have consisting the 5 to 6 liters of blood in the adult human beings. So due to the injuries, due to the accidents, lot of amount of blood it will be removing out side of the body. So it is dangerous to the human beings. Death can occur if large amount of blood is lost. So when blood vessel is ruptured, this blood vessel is ruptured, homeostasis, it is known as a homeostasis. Simply I am writing here beta homeostasis. Homeostasis means, what is the homeostasis? Whenever blood vessel ruptured, so this is the blood vessel. So whenever the blood vessel is ruptured, so during that time, homeostasis. What is the meaning of homeostasis? Homeostasis means HAE, homeostasis. What is the meaning of homeostasis? Homeostasis means stoppaging of blood leakage. That is known as a homeostasis. It is simply known as a blood coagulation. Means if any kind of the injuries occurs in the blood vessels, okay, the leakage is there. So due to the leakage, blood is removing out. So after few minutes, what happened? Within 5 to 10 minutes, the blood is coagulated. So that process is called as a hemostasis. Okay, so which elements are helps in the coagulation of blood? So this is the very important question. The calcium is helps in the blood coagulation. And which vitamin is helps in the coagulation of blood? Vitamin K. So vitamin K, it plays a major role in the blood coagulation, and calcium, it is also plays a major role in the blood coagulation purpose. So this is the two things you have to remember: calcium and vitamin K. What is the scientific name of vitamin K? Naptoquinone. So it is available in three forms: K1, K2 and K3. Okay, naptoquinone, phylloquinone. Okay, so this is the very important vitamin K that is help in the blood coagulation purpose, and calcium also plays a major role in the blood coagulation purpose, right? So whenever the blood vessel is rupturing, the hemostasis means the stoppaging of blood. It is called as a hemostasis. That stoppaging of blood, it is achieved by three ways. What is the three ways? The first way is called as a vascular spasm. And the second way is known as a platelet plug formation, and the third one is a blood clotting. Right? This is the three ways. So by using the three ways, the blood is coagulated. So we have to discussing about the first one. That is the vascular spasm. What is the meaning of the spasm? What is the meaning of vascular? Vascular means vessels, blood vessels. Okay, you can see here. So this is the blood vessel. So whenever the small injuries occurs, they get rupturing the little amount of blood vessel. So during that time, blood comes out from the blood vessel. So during that time, so these blood vessels, they get contracted. Means the contraction occurs in the blood vessels. So whenever any kind of the injuries occurs on the surface area of the blood vessel, so during that time, so that blood vessels are having a smooth muscles. That smooth muscles, they get contracted. So this is the smooth muscles are there. So these smooth muscles are get contracted. So due to the contraction of blood vessel, what happened? The lumen will be decreasing, and that leakage will be closing. Means the stopping the loss of blood by the contraction of blood vessels. Okay, whenever the blood vessel is contracted, so that leakage point, it is a closing by contraction. So which muscles are help in the contraction? Smooth muscles are help in the contraction. So that process is known as a vascular spasm. Means contraction of blood vessels. Okay, it is help in the contraction. It is help in the stoppaging of blood, but in case of the small injuries. The second one is a platelet plug formation. So if is there any injuries there, so what happened beta? Our blood is consisting the blood platelets. So there are 13 kinds of the blood platelets are present in our blood. Okay, so that is the prothrombin, fibrinogen, Hedgeman factor, Christmas factor, thrombokinase, thromboplastin. So this is the example of the blood clotting factors. So that blood clotting factors are present in the blood platelets, and that blood platelet is present in the blood. So whenever the injuries occurs on the blood vessel, so during that time, what happened beta? During that time, so these blood platelets are activated. And then they producing the blood clotting factors. So before going to injury, so that clotting factors are present, but they are present in a inactive form. Okay, so blood clotting factors are present in our body. They are present in the blood, but they are present in the inactive form. But whenever the injuries occurs on the blood vessel, so during that time, so that inactivated form of the clotting factors, it will be activated or it will be stimulated. That is the very important. That is the very important. And that activated blood platelets, they reaching to the damaging area, and they forms the network like structure. Okay, they properly closing the leakage area, means they sealing the डैमेजिंग एरिया, उसको सील अप करते हैं. जहां पर भी होल होता है उस होल को क्या करते हैं, प्लेटलेट्स दैट कैन सील अप द ब्लड वेजल्स. ओके, बाय द सील अपिंग व्हाट हैपन, ब्लड इज नॉट flowing outside, means hemostasis is there. And after that, the third process is a blood clotting. What is the meaning of the blood clotting? So this blood clotting means these vascular spasm and platelet plugs, it is plays a major role in the minor injuries. Whenever the minor injuries are occur on the body, so during that time blood is stopping by these two methods. But whenever the severe injuries are occur to the human body, so during that time blood clotting is carried by a blood clotting mechanism. Blood clotting is carried by the which mechanism? Blood clotting mechanism. So okay, blood vessels are severely damaging, blood is clotting, and that result is called as a blood clot. Okay, so that blood clot, it is a blood clotting, it is carrying by a two pathways. Blood clotting, it is carrying by a two pathways. The first pathway is called as a extrinsic pathway, second pathway is called as a intrinsic pathway. So right, this is the very important. So blood clotting mechanism, it is achieved by two ways. What is the two ways? The first way is a extrinsic pathway, and second way is called as a intrinsic pathway. So what is the meaning of the extrinsic pathway? So it begins with the production of chemicals. So how the chemicals are producing outside of the blood vessels. So you can see here, so this is the blood vessel. Okay, the damaging occurs on the blood vessel. So during that time what happened, the surrounding tissues are responding. So that tissues are producing, or the tissues are releasing some chemicals, and it starts the extrinsic pathway. Extrinsic means outside of the blood vessels. Whenever the blood vessel is damaging, so during that time the blood is leaking into the tissue. So during that time that tissues are producing chemicals. So that chemicals are help in the blood clotting mechanism, means that tissues are producing chemicals, that is called as a thromboplastin. Okay, thromboplastin is producing from the tissues. Okay, it is a activating factor, it is a third activating blood clotting factor. Okay, so that is called also prothrombin activator. It is also known as a prothrombin activator. So that prothrombin activator, it is producing from the tissues. It is also known as a thromboplastin or thrombokinase. Okay, ये भी कह सकते हैं, right? This is the extrinsic pathway. So what happens in the intrinsic pathway? It begins inside the blood vessels. Means whenever the damaging occurs, during that time inner side of the blood producing chemicals. Some chemicals are secreting inside the blood. Okay, so here chemicals are producing outside of the blood vessel, here the chemicals are producing inside of the blood vessel. That is known as a intrinsic pathway. Intrinsic pathway means inner side of blood vessel chemicals are releases. Here outside of the blood vessels chemicals are releases, and that chemicals are stimulating the blood coagulation. So that is the difference in between the intrinsic pathway and the extrinsic pathway. So what is the main theme of this extrinsic pathway or intrinsic pathway? So these both processes are helps to producing the chemicals. They producing the enzymes, that is called as a thrombokinase or thromboplastin enzyme. So it is a prothrombin activator enzyme. So this prothrombin activator enzyme, it is a producing from the two ways, right? And after that what happened beta? So the blood, this is the blood is leaking out from the injuries बेटा. यहाँ पर इंट्रिंसिक pathway में क्या होता है, ब्लड वेसल का जो भी कोलाजिन होता है वो कोलाजिन डैमेज होता है, एंड एंडोथेलियम ऑफ ब्लड वेसल आल्सो रप्चरिंग. ब्लड वेसल में क्या होता है, एंडोथीलिया होता है. सो दैट एंडोथीलिया इज ए डैमेजिंग. that is called as a intrinsic pathway, and they producing a Hedgeman factor, factor number 12. Factor number 12 को हम क्या कह रहे हैं? Factor number 12 is called as a Hedgeman factor. So these Hedgeman factors are releasing by the intrinsic pathway, and that Hedgeman factor, it activates the another blood clotting factor, and that blood clotting factors are carrying the cascade reaction. What is the meaning of cascade reaction? Fast reaction. It can carry the fast reaction, means whenever the blood vessel is rupturing, so it is damaging the endothelia of blood vessel. So during that time, inner side of the blood, Hedgeman factor is releases. So where it is releases? So it is releases from the blood platelets, and it is activating the another blood clotting factor, and then it is influencing the cascade reactions, means very fast reactions, and these cascade reactions are producing the prothrombin factors, means both intrinsic factor and extrinsic factors, both of them finally producing the prothrombin activator. And this prothrombin is a soluble plasma protein. Prothrombin is a soluble plasma protein. This soluble plasma protein, it is a converts into the thrombin. It is a converts into thrombin. Prothrombin, it is a soluble plasma protein. It is a soluble plasma protein. It is a converts into thrombin. Okay, thrombin is a enzyme. So this enzyme, it is produced in the presence of prothrombinase enzyme or calcium ions. You can see here, beta, very important, this prothrombin, it is a synthesized in liver. So that prothrombin, it is an inactive form. So inactivated of prothrombin is converted into a active form. What is the active form? That active form is called as a thrombin. So how the thrombin is activated? By the help of prothrombinase, by the help of prothrombinase, by the help of calcium ions. How these prothrombinase is producing? This prothrombin is producing from the extrinsic pathway as well as intrinsic pathway. Okay, so these two ways are helps in the production of prothrombinase enzyme. So that is activating the prothrombin, and then it is converted into a thrombin. Okay, right? After that, so in the third step, formation of fibrin clot. How the formation of fibrin clot is there? So here the fibrinogen, it is an inactive protein. So that inactive protein, fibrinogen, it is present in the plasma, but it is synthesizing in the liver. So that fibrinogen, it is a clotting factor. It is a clotting factor, but it is an inactive form. So that inactive form of the fibrinogen, it is converted into a fibrin in the presence of thrombin. You can see here the thrombin is synthesizing. How the thrombin is synthesizing? Prothrombin is an inactive form. It is converted into a thrombin in the presence of prothrombinase. So means these chemical actions takes place in the blood, right? Finally, thrombin is releases. That enzyme is influencing on the fibrinogen. This fibrinogen is a plasma protein. It is a plasma protein, but it is synthesized by hepatic cells of liver. So this fibrinogen, it is converted into the fibrin monomers in the presence of thrombin, in the presence of enzyme that is called as a thrombin. And these fibrin monomers means a single molecules. So that single fibrin monomers, they are held together by the help of hydrogen bonds. ओके, दोनों के बीच में क्या होता है? हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड आता है. फाइब्रिन मोनोमर्स आर हेल्ड टुगेदर बाय द वीक हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड्स, बट दिस हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड्स आर रिप्लेस्ड बाय कोवैलेंट बॉन्ड्स, राइट? सो जब कोवैलेंट बैंड आता है तो क्या होता है बेटा? यहाँ पर मेश फाइब्रिन्स फॉर्म होते हैं, एंड दैट मेश फाइब्रिन्स आर क्लॉटिंग द ब्लड, right? So this is the meshwork like structure will be forming by the help of fibrin monomers. Means the many molecules of the fibrin, they are held together, means they are attaching one by one, and they can cover the injury area. So that is the main function. So this is the blood clotting factor. into the human beings. So after that,